Hey, we're rolling. Good afternoon and welcome to Swingin' at the Snug, brought to you by the Jazz Foundation of America in conjunction with the Snug Arbor Jazz Bistro right here in New Orleans. How's everybody doing? Hey, hey, hey. We've got a terrific band tonight, and we are so pleased that we're able to continue this series at our little establishment, and it's great that we're streaming this series every Wednesday up on the Facebook pages of our partners, and those are Offbeat Publications, the Jazz Foundation of America, and the Snug Harbor Jazz Bistro Facebook. You can go up there and catch any of these shows that you just might have missed live. So I'm Jason Patterson, and I'm going to introduce the band, but they want me to, tell you a little bit about the Jazz Foundation of America because, gosh dang it, they're important, to our musicians. They've been helping out our musicians ever since Katrina, and they help folks around the country as disasters strike. And if you haven't noticed, there's disasters striking all the time. We started the trend over here. We've had a couple of hurricanes, we had a pandemic and floods, and hey, you name it. Next week's going to be locusts. What else? No, we like snow. Anyway, a lot of these things keep musicians from having an income, and they don't have a lot of safety nets. So hey, to the rescue! Here comes the Jazz Foundation of America, and that's right. And they help them in so many ways. They help them with housing and legal aid and medical needs, and even provide performance opportunities like the one you're at right now. So hey, if you're on the internet and you want to come up to jazzfoundation.org, check out everything they do. And hey, there is a donation button there, so if you got some spare change, send it along. We can do even more for our musicians because, musicians are very important in New Orleans, aren't they? Yeah. Let's not think about what it's going to be like without musicians in New Orleans. We don't want to think about that. It's like losing one of our senses. And that doesn't make sense. So hey, you know what we got today? Steve Pistorious. We are so pleased and proud to have him because he's a phenomenal pianist. In fact, he's the only born and bred New Orleans pianist that really knows his stuff about New Orleans jazz, right? Am I right?
Well, yeah, check's in the mail, thank you.
Yeah. Right here, baby. So he's got his Porch pals here today. You're going to tell them how they got the name Porch pals, huh?
Probably, yeah.
Not pirates, not Porch pirates. Okay, let's get that straight.
Many of the charter members are here tonight. Charter audience members.
That's right. Oh, that's good. Did any of y'all go to his Porch pal stuff? See? There you go. They just can't get enough. Hey, give it up for Tyler Thompson over there. He's jumping ahead of the game over here. James Evans, how many instruments did you bring today? Just two. We got, that's it, the trumpeter. Give it up for Duke Heitker. And Steve Pistorious. Give it up for Steve and his Porch pals.
Thank you, Jason. Well, I have an ambitious program all lined up for you all today, and I hope you've got some time because this is going to take till about midnight to get through the tune list, which is, we joke about it all the time. I get teased about it from all my friends because I over-prepare for these things. I want to make sure I got plenty of tunes ready. So anyway, we're going to open up with a tune from the New Orleans Rhythm Kings. That was a 1920s hot band, jazz band that was composed of about half New Orleans people and half Chicago people. They had several different manifestations. This is one of their tunes called The Bugle Call Rag. Bugle Call Rag.
Oh, I thought you said Bugle Boy March.
Well, that's a good one too, but I can never remember the name of this. The Bugle Call Rag, the one that starts with the breaks, from the New Orleans Rhythm Kings. We can do the other one too, in case anybody's disappointed. B flat. Yeah. One, two. pretty good, aren't they? I picked them out myself. Paid them a lot of money, too. They ain't cheap. As Jason said, we are grateful to the Jazz Foundation of America. I've benefited from their generosity many times, especially after Hurricane Katrina, when I was coming back home from being evacuated in the Myrtle Beach area with a used minivan with 6 cats in it, and the engine blew up. And I called AAA, and they brought me to Howard Johnson's hotel that had a Ford dealership across the street that put a new engine in that sucker. And they accepted all 6 cats in the room, too. Wouldn't let me stay there, but they let the cats stay. So for like 5 days we had to stay there. But that was fun. And the Jazz Foundation sent me money to help pay for the engine. So see, a lot of people don't know that. Good people. And I got to meet Bill Cosby before he got in trouble up at their fundraiser. I'm glad I shook his hand before all that stuff happened, because you met him after? I'm just kidding. We're going to play a Jelly Roll Morton number, because I think there's a couple of people in here that like that sort of thing. Anybody not ever hear of Jelly Roll Morton before?
Yes, I have, Steve.
Yeah, I know you have. I think he was the greatest piano player ever, but it's one of his wonderful tunes called Pontchartrain, named after our lake, Pontchartrain. Torture y'all with next. Thank you all. That was Pontchartrain from New Orleans' own Jelly Roll Morton. I think most of the stuff we're going to be doing is New Orleans related. Don't tell anybody, but a whole lot of good American music came from this town. Like a big, big chunk of it. Okay, we've had a rehearsal. This next one. There was a guy named Frank Melrose, and he and his brother were music publishers, and they published some of Jelly Roll Morton's music back in the day. And Frank Melrose was known as Kansas City Frank, and he was a piano player, and he loved Jelly Roll Morton's piano playing. And he wrote this next tune we're going to do. He wasn't as good as Jelly Roll Morton, but he had a really cool kind of barrel house style of piano playing. And not related to this tune, he wrote this tune, but this was recorded by the great New Orleans clarinetist Johnny Dodds, called 40 and Tight. Don't tell him Orange's title. One, two, one, two. Thank you, 40 and tight from Kansas City, Frank Melrose. Yeah, we'll play something peppy after that. A little life to it. Let's do Wild Man. Do a tune that was supposedly written by Jelly Roll Morton and Louis Armstrong. You've heard of that guy too. And this is called the Wild Man Blues. Key of A flat. Start on the breaks. Yeah, sorry. One, two, three, four. Hugh Keitker on the trumpet. You won't hear a finer rendition of it than that on the trumpet. Duke. Wild Man Blues. Y'all excited? You having fun? Hope so. I couldn't afford to get in. That's why I played piano. I offered to play.
You want to do the You Belong to Me?
Yeah. A lovely little Latin-flavored tune that, according to Orange Kellen, great New Orleans clarinetist, was very popular in all the dance halls in New Orleans, even up through the 1960s. And this is called You Belong to My Heart.
Okay, we're not.
Let me just count you in. Let's play one in.
One.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
You belong to my heart, now and forever, and our love had its start not long ago. We were gathering stars while a million guitars played our love song. When I said I love you, every beat of my heart said it too. 'Twas a moment like this. Do you remember? And your eyes threw a kiss when they met mine. Now we own all the stars and a million guitars are still playing. Darling, you are the song, and you'll always belong to my heart.
James Evans. So we hit him with Hot Tamale Man. Play that. All right. Don't tell anybody. We're going to play something that was written by somebody that wasn't from here. But they were related to this music here. So they're all related. They all got what they got from New Orleans, I think. But this was from a great trumpet player named Freddie Keppard. And it's called Here Comes That Hot Tamale Man. No, Freddie Keppard, I think he was from Midwest, huh?
Yeah, Midwest somewhere.
Yeah. Plays like he was from here. All right, chorus and verse?
Yeah.
Right on the top. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, thank you. Now you've heard, here comes the hot tamale man. And you tell all your friends you heard it here. All right. I think we've got time for a couple of more tunes before we, let's just stay and play some more. I got plenty of tunes left. You can scratch the surface. I'm just kidding. We're going to play a couple of more and let these people go about their business. Now, I'm sure there's a great show tonight. I don't know what's going on here tonight at Snug Harbor. What is it? Delfeo Marcellus is going to be here tonight. Oh, that's great. It's well, you say Delfeo, I say Delfio. He's one of the Marcellus family, and he's got a great band here tonight. And also, if you're not doing anything and you come here and you want to do something else, we are down at the Three Muses with Tyler Thompson's band. I'll be there from 7 o'clock till 11 o'clock tonight. So if you're in, and take the bow tie off, I think. Two tie. Oh no, I could put on a different tie. Anyway, let's play. Let's play eccentric rag and one other.
Okay. You want to go rehearse
We're going to go out on the first part.
A, B, A, C.
It'll work out. Follow Duke.
It's all right.
Follow Duke. Whatever Duke does, you do it.
You'll either hear it or you won't. We'll do it right.
We opened up with a tune from the New Orleans Rhythm Kings, a great band from the 1920s, and this is another one of their numbers. It was actually an earlier ragtime number written by J. Russell Robinson. He played piano with the original Dixieland Jazz Band, and he also wrote the tune "My Little Margie," just in, as well as this tune called "That Eccentric Rag." Yeah, we'll start there. Start on the last. One, two, three. Thank you, that eccentric rag. All right, and that was that eccentric rag. All right, we're gonna play one more song for you. Where you ladies think you're going? We're not done yet. I'm just kidding. I'm just teasing you. Go enjoy your dinner. Well, we're going to play one more tune, and we're going to play a pretty song for you. But before we do, I'd like to say thank you one more time to Snug Harbor and Jason Patterson, these wonderful people here. It's probably the best jazz club in the city. It's a wonderful listening room here and a wonderful restaurant, and they do so much for the music here. They even let us in. And they're hosting this event while the Jazz Museum is being renovated. And another nice hand for these great musicians with me today. James Evans on the saxophone and clarinet. Duke Heitker on the trumpet. Duke Heitker. Tyler Thompson on the upright bass. And I'm Steve Pistorious. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to finish up with a tune from the great Sidney Bechet from New Orleans, one of the great saxophone and clarinet player. It's called The Old Stackley Blues. thank you, folks. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate y'all being here.